In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
My inspiration is CR7. He's my role model ever since I've been a young boy. The reason he's my role model is because of his work ethic.
National anthem of St. Lucia. Round of applause for the two participating teams. SOUFRIERE at home to MABOUYA Valley. The Valley decked in the black and white, and of course SOUFRIERE in the pink with a bluish color on their shirt, and of course the black. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our final game here tonight.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are in your neck of the globe. I know you've been waiting, and we are here. It's the stream of streams. It's the Semi-Pro Football League live from the SOUFRIERE Mini Stadium. Of course, tonight features a big matchup. MABOUYA Valley taking on the home team, SOUFRIERE. Elijah Williams in your company, alongside the man himself, Clive me, Clive you.
Cliver's Jules.
That's right.
Yes, and good evening to you wherever you are. It's a new addition to the name, the man himself, and I'll accept it gleefully. Tonight we have what is really working out to be a very, very interesting encounter. MABOUYA Valley sitting second in the table, and SOUFRIERE sitting closer to the bottom of the table, fighting relegation. So really and truly, it's top versus bottom in this one. Eli, what's the news with the teams?
Yeah, it's second from top against second from bottom. All right, so seconds. Of course, tonight for the home team, SOUFRIERE, Cleonte Alce in goal, Jardel Phillip, Malik Victorin, Wendell Joseph, and Kurt Calix make up the back four. Jazani Jordan Henry, the captain, alongside Myron Emmanuel and Anthony Herman make up the midfield. Nixon David, he's up front and he's flanked by Shamar Simon and Lei John. For MABOUYA Valley, Daisy Joseph in goal, Nick Henville, Govan Xavier Sebans, Junior de Turville, and Khan Mondesi. They make up the back four. Brandon Sandiford, Kanya Sandiford, the cousin duo, and Karim Matthew make up the midfield. Kevon Edward, he's the striker, flanked by Maya Stanislas and Tej Pascal, who's normally deployed as a fullback, now as a winger.
Yes, Tej Pascal. It's very, very interesting. Makeup of the team for MABOUYA Valley. Tej Pascal getting an opportunity to show his skill up front in attack. He's normally at the back and very impressive at the back as well. But tonight, the tactical change for MABOUYA Valley in terms of the setup of the team with Tej Pascal out in front.
Yeah, Tej Pascal, despite the fact that he's a fullback, has an array of attacking talent. Very early on in the season, very instrumental in a lot of things going forward for MABOUYA Valley. So him being a little closer to goal, let's see how he'll fare there. But it's expected to be a good one. SOUFRIERE, the last time they were out here, took 4 points from 6. So they'll be looking to build on that this evening.
And they certainly will need to build on it because SOUFRIERE sitting second to the bottom, and really and truly the home team would want to change things. I want to get the home crowd in on the action. SOUFRIERE, they've not had the best of seasons, but the last outing here in SOUFRIERE, they did redeem themselves to some extent.
Yeah, precursor to tomorrow's Junior Creole festivities. Bon Junior Creole, tout le monde. Right, so yeah, the action is on as we see Jardel Phillip trying to float one in, almost cross-come shot there. Had to be watched by Daisy Joseph. That one looked like it was almost drifted into his top left-hand corner. Of course, Sebans, Govan Xavier, back in the squad. He's been a miss for this MABOUYA Valley outfit. Last game they played against South Castries. They were on the wrong side of that one, and he was a miss.
Yes, definitely a miss in the last outing. Of course, Kanye Sandiford did not start. I think he had a little bit of a niggle in the last outing as well. But we see the Brandon Sandiford, who has been instrumental in the back for MABOUYA Valley, tonight being given an opportunity to play in the midfield.
Yeah, he had no choice but to deputize at the back for MABOUYA because of the unavailability of some of their players, but he's back in his regular midfield berth alongside his cousin Kanye Sandiford. Let's see how they will fare. Captain Jordan Henry got fouled there, and Myron Emmanuel looks set to take this set piece. Of course, SOUFRIERE in the as my friend Clara, so is that hot pink? Is that?
It's definitely pink.
Strike on held there by Daisy Joseph. It was off target, but taking no chances.
Daisy Joseph followed this one all the way through, and he would have paid very close attention to this one because South Castries won it with a free kick in the closing moments of the last game against MABOUYA Valley. So Daisy Joseph would be very, very keen on keeping an eye on this one as we see a foul being committed here. Looks like it's Jardel Phillip.
Yes, Jardel Phillip on Maya Stanislas, I believe. You could see him indicating that Stanislas was backing into him. I think Junior George judged that he was coming over the top. It's all about how you see it.
So how Junior George sees it that makes a difference here in this game.
Very much so. disappointing there for MABOUYA Valley. Would have wanted to put that one back into a dangerous enough area, but got that one all wrong. Ethan Okuli would normally start for MABOUYA Valley on the bench this time around, Clivers.
Yes, and Kevon Edward, who's really played a super sub role for MABOUYA Valley, he's come off the bench and scored on a couple of occasions. Tonight he's impressed enough to gain a start for himself, Kevon Edward. And he was the one who really tried to put this one in an area and did not succeed.
Foul called there by Junior George. Late whistle. I guess he was looking to see if there had been any sort of advantage.
Yeah, Kian Mondesi is the one who suffered the brunt of this one. Kian Mondesi still holding on to his chest, but he's really the workhorse of that back four, Kian Mondesi.
Good turn there. Unable to be controlled by Maya Stanislas. At one point in time, he was their leading scorer. I think, not sure exactly what the numbers are, but Brandon Sandiford should definitely be in and around a similar tally. Brandon Sandiford, the designated spot kick taker for MABOUYA Valley, and they've had a few penalty kicks for this edition of the Premier League.
Kanye Sandiford being the guilty party, just pushing on the young man from SOUFRIERE. Free kick to SOUFRIERE, and both teams just trying to settle down, try to find their rhythm, try to find the pace of the game. So it's still even Stevens here.
Yeah, always like a boxing match. Throw a jab or two, bob and weave a little bit before you try to land the haymaker. Didn't see that from Leclerc in the first outing. Haymakers were fast and furious from the get-go. Defending champions running out 4-1 winners against South Castries. Of course, that game was streamed on FIFA Plus. For those of you who are wondering, how comes we didn't see that Leclerc game? Check out FIFA Plus, it's there.
Nick Henville, Eli, is that his first game for the season? I cannot remember seeing this name featuring for MABOUYA Valley.
Not sure. You stumped me there with that one. It's a little out of my crease.
And Nick Henville seems the newcomer into the back four. If not, he's not had many opportunities in there. And this one out towards goal. MABOUYA Valley putting an attack. Kevon, and he is a strike on goal, but another tame shot from Kevon. I think he's Kevon Edward. He's shown his prowess with his head. Scored maybe a 3 or 4 out of his goals with his head coming on for MABOUYA Valley. Tall, lanky figure, Kevon Edward with the number 23 jersey on, and another team strike from him.
I don't think MABOUYA has had a settled striker for the entire season. We've seen a number of guys play up front, including Kanye Sandiford. Very risky there by the goalkeeper for SOUFRIERE. We are still in possession, however. Ball coming across. Meat and drink for Cleonte Alce.
Yes, this one, Cleonte had it covered from the boot all the way into the hands. Janvier into Stanislas. Stanislas is looking for Pascal. And Pascal can't keep it in.
A little too much for him to do there. Very much a two-footed player, Tej Pascal. We've seen him play at left fullback, right fullback, now at left wing. And go past the man. And cross the ball very well as well. Let's see how this strategy will fare for MABOUYA Valley this evening.
Like earlier in the Kevon gone past and he's clear on goal. Does he finish? He can't. He can't finish. Kevon Edward did well to go past the defender, but was not able to go past Cleonte Altsey.
Yeah, he didn't have enough pace to go quite clear of the defender. I think Wendell Joseph was just catching up with him, so he felt pressured to take the strike early on, and that I believe was to the advantage. And penalty called there by Junior George. Clumsy challenge there by Junior de Turville. Yeah, bundles over the attacker. Just bundled over Shaman Simon there for SOUFRIERE.
Minimal contact, but just the look, the optics of the challenge itself was not quite there.
Yeah, well, he gave the official Junior George a decision to make, and he made it. Jazani Henry slots that one in, I believe.
Does the net have a hole?
Jordan Henry from the penalty spot taking the lead there for SOUFRIERE.
Jordan Henry has been in good form for SOUFRIERE. The last couple of games, he scored a brace in each of them, albeit in a losing effort the last time out. But he's on the score sheet again in front of the SOUFRIERE faithful this evening.
Yes, and SOUFRIERE drawing first blood here this evening. They don't want to hold on to that. MABOUYA Valley really going down. Junior de Turville, and we're looking at MABOUYA Valley's back four, and pretty much two new figures in the back four in Nick Henville and Junior de Turville, and moving Tej Pascal forward. I know we've spoken about that before, Eli, and making changes into the 13th game for MABOUYA Valley in the season. Now you're making a double change in your back line at the same time. What say you on that?
Yeah, it's curious at best because Ethan Okuli, not sure if he's carrying on, but he's on the bench tonight, could have easily slotted into one of the attacking areas and allowed Tej Pascal to be in his regular fullback area. But yeah, that's probably one area you don't want to mess about. It's your defense. You want to have a settled back four that are used to playing with one another, have a good chemistry, a good knowledge of one another. Because we've seen in the past when changes have been made, we saw it with Central Castries just recently, that there can be problems. And a problem at the back means a concession of a goal.
Definitely so. And we saw Junior just trying to get in with things and just a little bit clumsy in the tackle inside the 18-yard and resulting in the penalty. He's probably not even been around much, hasn't played too many games, don't have that same chemistry with Govan Janvier. So let's see how that plays out for MABOUYA Valley. They won down in the 15th minute, in the 16th minute actually.
MABOUYA looking to play forward, cleared out into touch by SOUFRIERE.
How, in terms of defending 1 goal advantage, how good is SOUFRIERE over the season?
Well, SOUFRIERE is sitting in 9th position in the table for a reason. They've not been the most efficient team in terms of attack or defense. So that's an area that you'd think they probably want to get another goal or two to give themselves a little semblance of security. They've conceded 27 goals and scored 14 in 11 matches. So over 2 goals a game conceded by SOUFRIERE. So if a 1-goal advantage, you'd anticipate that they need to get at least 2 more to put themselves in position to win this game.
Certainly, like assessment. There's Pascal getting into the action. Tries a little back heel. Not successful on this occasion. SOUFRIERE maintains possession. They've settled nicely in this encounter.
Shot taken there. Never troubling Daisy Joseph in goal. Curtly John is not featuring for SOUFRIERE. He started up front the last couple of games. Nixon David is the one in his stead. Nice 1-2 there. Just fizzling out at the end.
MABOUYA Valley seem to be missing the calmness of Brandon Sandiford in the central defense position. Still trying to work the ball upfield, but the defenders are just being crowded out by the players of SOUFRIERE, who look a little bit hungry, a little bit more purposeful in terms of their approach in the first 20 minutes of the game.
Head up the field by MABOUYA Valley. My Stanislas missing out there. Nice skill there by Philip, Jardel Philip. Maybe the tallest player on the pitch. At left fullback with a very cultured left foot. If you give him a chance, he can score a goal. He can put in a good cross. And as we just saw, he can tackle.
My Stanislas involved in a little bit of a tussle with Jardel Philip.
Wendell Joseph, the number 17 for SOUFRIERE, takes the free kick. Fridge was full there. Control on the chest, but teammate not within the vicinity. We see Tej Pascal chasing this one down. Just about keeps it in. Rolls it back for his teammate. Ball comes across.
It was Matthew, Kareem Matthew, who sent it across, but just a bit too heavy on the pass there and unable to hit his man with any sort of accuracy.
Long ball punted upfield, and SOUFRIERE look like they want something from this.
Looking for another one.
It's out for a goal kick. I made mention that SOUFRIERE was second from bottom. They're actually at the bottom of the table. South Castries jumped over them with a victory over this same opposition, MABOUYA Valley. As we see Kanye Sandiford twisting and turning, getting clear, trying to play this one forward, intercepted by Jardel Philip. Wendell Joseph sent it forward into no man's land. And it will be a throw-in for MABOUYA Valley.
A lot of unforced errors for MABOUYA Valley in the center of the field. Just cannot seem to get both Kanyas and Brandon Sandiford into any sort of rhythm and coordination in the center of the field. MABOUYA Valley very, very scrappy at the moment in the center. Brandon has fallen all the way back. It seems like he's now almost playing his the role that he's been playing. Myers, a good turn on the line and the pass just behind Kevon Edward.
Good bit of skill there. There's Tej Pascal. Bit of skill there as well. And you see his attacking prowess, known as a fullback. But you can see Clivers what he can do in attacking areas.
Yes, definitely. He's shown all through the season. He's been involved in many of MABOUYA Valley's attack. Tej Pascal, and today he's given the role to play in the left position there, and he's doing well with it. In fact, really showing some skill inside the 18-yard, just going around the defender and pulling the trigger on this one. Not on target though.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him score too many goals, but I've seen him set up quite a few. But of course, when you are not the first line of defense falling back, you can probably use that opportunity to try your hand, or in this case, your foot. Stanislas there for a nice little flick. Poor attempt of a pass there. Jardel Philip in a no-nonsense mood takes the ball and the man. It's actually a throw-in for SOUFRIERE.
Kian Mondesi still remains seated. Hasn't gotten up. Must have suffered a little bit.
Now Junior George going to check on him. That was a very heavy tackle by Jardel Philip a while ago.
Physio been called on.
Of course, these days in football, sometimes it's not enough to just simply get the ball. Your follow through, going to the man, can always also cause an infringement to be called against you. So gone are the days when defenders would get a touch on the ball and they follow through to wipe the player out. Clivers.
Yeah, and just because player safety remains paramount in the football, and those rules are instituted just to keep the players safe. You don't want a player getting hurt and not being able to get any retribution for that. And those rules are implemented to guard against. So even if you got the ball and you got the player, that doesn't change much. as MABOUYA Valley mounts an attack.
Mekania Sandiford this time in the left wing area. Dancing and bobbing and weaving and getting one across, and almost calamitous for SOUFRIERE there.
Perilously close.
Talk about the hair on your chinny chin chin. That's close to probably being an own goal.
Very close, and Kanye Sandiford again showing his prowess. Inside the 18-yard, his skill, just dancing around the defender and putting this one across. And he caught a boot to it and really almost ended in the back of his own net. Corner kick to MABOUYA Valley. Tej Pascal swings this one in. Oh.
Ball swung in there.
Maya Sandiford, I thought, got on the end of that. Yes, it was. It was straight at Alcé.
Offside call though. Could have gone for naught. But good move there by MABOUYA Valley, showing their intent. Of course, Clivers, let me take an opportunity to say a special good night to all of the Manchester United fans out there, particularly Dogu in studio with us. Dogu, what are you saying? Dogu says today is his birthday.
Yes.
Corner coming in.
Premier Poto.
Premier Poto.
And there's no critic this evening. I'm sure he would have a word or two to contribute to the conversation. Being an Arsenal fan himself.
Oh, he'd be happy. He'd be elated. I think he would accept that Liverpool is probably their closest rival. And to see them lose a couple on the bounce, I believe lost 4 consecutive Premier League games. So he'd be absolutely elated if he can take advantage of that and extend his lead. Of course, Manchester City close behind, but tonight it's about SOUFRIERE and MABOUYA Valley, the St. Lucian version of the Premier League.
Substitution for MABOUYA Valley. Forced substitution. Amaziah Edwin comes Amaziah Edwin comes in to replace Kian Mondesi. And this knock didn't look as serious, but probably just precautionary on the part of MABOUYA Valley. Kian Mondesi has been substituted. Another change in defense for the MABOUYA Valley team.
Yeah, but I suspect what we may see is Tej Pascal falling back into the fullback area and Amaziah going into an attacking area. Now let's see if my prediction is accurate.
It is definitely. We've seen Tej occupy the number 18, Tej Pascal. He's occupied the right fullback area, and Amaziah has taken up the place in offense. And it's good to have the kind of versatility and utility player that MABOUYA has in Tej Pascal. He's now able to make the switch. And as a matter of fact, I think it's no change in terms of ability with Tej playing that fullback position.
Oh, you're correct. You're absolutely correct. He's demonstrated that on several occasions this season and last season as well. See a foul there. And that's what I'm talking about. The super players are saying, hey, we got the ball. But the follow through also wiped out the MABOUYA Valley player. That's Kareem Matthew.
Yeah.
It's not enough to simply just say, hey, I got the ball. As you indicated, player safety is paramount.
Player safety is critical, and even if you got the ball, it's important that you don't wipe out the player in the process. A little touch, yes, but a total wipeout, definitely the rules are there to protect the players. The MABOUYA Valley dead ball specialist in Brandon Sandiford. He's the one standing behind this one. Is it within his range, Eli? I'm not quite sure. But he's shown his proficiency from the penalty spot. Let's see what he can produce here. MABOUYA Valley 1 goal down in the 33rd minute of this very important encounter for MABOUYA Valley. Swings this one in. The heads go up and cleared in the end by Jadel Phillip. No Trevon Louisi. He was the player who got banged into the advertising scoreboard, advertising board last match. Not in the lineup at all. I'm not sure if it's an injury concern for him, but not in the lineup at all. And probably that's why MABOUYA Valley has had to make these forced defensive changes. And now Kian Mondesi getting a little niggle as well. So MABOUYA Valley with almost a new look defense with Janvier, Govan Serban Janvier coming back into the defense after a little bit of a time off. But at the minute, Jadel Phillip and Soufriere in complete control of this encounter. What say you, Eli?
To be fair, I think MABOUYA has had a little spurt here and there. But in the main, I think Soufriere has sort of exerted some modicum of control over this game. Of course, they have a goal to the good, so able to do a little bit more in terms of their tactical approach.
Another throw-in to Soufriere. This one just deflected off the defenders. Into touch for a throw-in to Soufriere, and Jadel Phillip is setting up for that throw-in. He gets it. Tej Pascal defending. Into Jazani Henry. Oh, good little touch from Soufriere. And Jazani Henry is coming in. And this one came off the defender. It's a corner.
Yeah, looks like a corner to me. Yes, it is.
Pressure on MABOUYA Valley. The defense is being put under some pressure as we speak.
Simon getting ready to take this one.
To do it again. Could not get past Premier Poto.
Take two. better there. Looks like it came off the head of Wendell Joseph, is it?
Nevertheless, it's a goal kick for MABOUYA Valley.
Lei John plays this one through with an offside flag raised. Couple of good combinations there by MABOUYA. Nothing really coming off of it. But encouraging to see that they're trying to play their football.
My Stanislas Eli has not been able to immerse himself into this encounter at all. Maya Stanislas just they can't seem to get that final ball going. Maya Stanislas, and this time goes into touch for a corner kick for the MABOUYA Valley. Another corner kick for them. We're deep into the second half already, into the 38th minute. MABOUYA Valley, they're still down a goal to nothing here for SOUFRIERE, and corner kick Sebans goes up. This one swung in, beautifully defended by SOUFRIERE. There's Pascal holding the fort, looks for Amaziah Edwin, who's fighting for possession. Kanyas. MABOUYA Valley, no stranger to comebacks. They've had a couple of comebacks in stoppage time in previous encounters.
Yeah, and SOUFRIERE from a position of strength. Not very often they're in this sort of position. See Jazani Henry. One goes over the byline. A goal kick. Sandiford forward. Flag stayed down there, did it?
Did. Amaziah Edwin getting another golden opportunity, but just couldn't control this one. And of course, the defender came through, and this ball went into touch. Goal kick. Corner kick, really. all along the ground. This one, I don't know how it went through Eli, but SOUFRIERE able to clear the lines again. But MABOUYA Valley, towards the end of the half, last 5 minutes of the half, asking some questions.
Yeah, I could see SOUFRIERE pretty good at keeping secrets. Because absolutely nobody knew about that ball coming across the face of the goal just a while ago.
Daisy Joseph, yes, giving up a corner kick. Not sure what's the best decision to come through there. At the time, his defender looked like he had it covered, but Daisy Joseph was not taking any chances and gave a corner kick. MABOUYA Valley with numbers in defense. Very long, outside of the 18-yard. And the dribble. Again. Giving up another corner kick, MABOUYA Valley. Unable to clear the lines and just putting this one out for yet another corner kick. Throw in. It's a throw in actually. Said it was on the other side of the corner flag. So it's a throw in a very, very deep position. Just next to the corner flag. If you take it there. Going to SOUFRIERE. Comes across into the safe hands of Daisy Joseph. The score remains 1-0 in favor of SOUFRIERE.
A foul called there by Junior George. Wendell Joseph, of course, just booting that one upfield. Pass coming from Myers. Collision. Defender, goalkeeper, and striker. All of them going down in a heap. I think the Cleonte Alce would have gotten the shortest end of that stick. He's still down.
Yeah, Cleonte, they gave him to hold the end with the fire.
The season for busting bamboo climbers.
It happened many a times in that busting bamboo. Yeah.
He's lost his susuzie.
He probably has lost his altogether. He might have to draw one on. You know, these days the ladies do that very frequently. They will wipe it out and paint it nicely. Yeah, we're loving it. We love the ladies, of course. And we love how when they get it together, they really make for good spectacle. We enjoy that. Cleonte is not enjoying that. He's still down, getting some attention. 1 minute will be added on to the end of the regulation 45 for the first half of this encounter. It's been pretty much SOUFRIERE with some spurts from the MABOUYA Valley. They've had to make some adjustments in the defensive lineup. SOUFRIERE from the boot of their captain, Jazani Jordan Henry. And Jordan Henry's been around this football from since the Pope was an altar boy, Eli. He's been around for quite some time. He's young, but he's very experienced. So Cleonte, I'll say he's up and about. I don't know how far about he can go. He's up and about. Seems like he will continue. Still a little bit of a ginger walk. Looks like that knock was on the left leg area. Another blemish in defense for MABOUYA. Kande trying to clear the lines. They come away with it with Kanya Sandiford, who launches this one forward in the direction of Amaziah Edwin. Cannot find him. Tej Pascal in possession, the number 18. He's combining nicely with Brandon Sandiford, who cannot thread it through. Still in possession, Brandon Sandiford. A half pass. Jazani comes away with it. A bit of a trickery from the number 7, Shama Simon, but can't penetrate the defense on this occasion. And Daisy Joseph comes away with it. A flat kick down the ground.
It's half time. I was just about to say I'd like to see Kanye Sandiford sort of play through the lines a little bit more instead of the ball over the top. But we'll talk about that when we return in just a bit.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives. In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
My inspiration is CR7. He's my role model ever since I've been a young boy. The reason he's my role model is because of his work ethic, his professionalism, his desire to get what he wants by working hard. So I try to emulate that the best I can by doing the same, putting in the work to achieve my goal, my objective.
Our final score there, 2-0, but there were other opportunities. Polion going had a hat-trick last game. What a save by Archibald. I mean, there was just no quit in either side, and there is an opportunity.
Representing my country on a national level means everything to me. It is the greatest honor for me as a player. I've represented my clubs, my community, from a young child, from under 15 to under 17, under 19, and on the national level for the senior team is the highest level you can possibly reach. I aspire to play against the highest level, the best players. That's where you challenge yourself and really get to know what you're about if you're as good a player as you think you are. I am very excited for it to join the senior players, just get a feel for the environment, and travel and play for my country.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supported my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
I will fit into the national team playing style because I always try to listen to what the coach say. I try my best. Even after I got now, I still research about the position where I have to play so I can just suit the coach style and what he wants from us.
Great move, he scores!
For my team to succeed, I plan on making every minute on the pitch count towards goal contribution.
Spend your life living BOSL's got you. Tap into your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life living BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
It's been a great experience being here on the national team. I came in when I was 19 years old, when Coach then came in. I've been working with a lot of the pros, the fellas from overseas. They've helped me a lot, not just as a player, but as a human self. It's been a great experience.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas ready for more guests.
own. Home sweet gets you any style of home. BOSL saying home sweet home. With a home sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. See that new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now and you won't regret it. BOSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home flex, a home equity line of credit. Home quest, for professionals building new dreams. And home switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home sweet mortgages, make it your own. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Need a new home, we get it. BOSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. BOSL.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
My inspiration is CR7. He's my role model ever since I've been a young boy. The reason he's my role model is because of his work ethic, his professionalism, his desire to get what he wants by working hard. So I try to emulate that the best I can by doing the same, putting in the work to achieve my goals, my objective.
Our final score there, 2-0, but there were other opportunities. Polion going had a hat-trick last game. What a save by Archibald. I mean, there was just no quit in either side, and there is an opportunity.
Representing my country on a national level means everything to me. It is the greatest honor for me as a player. I've represented my clubs, my community, from a young child, from under 15 to under 17, under 19, and on the national level for the senior team is the highest level you can possibly reach. I aspire to play against the highest level, the best players. That's where you challenge yourself and really get to know what you're about if you're as good a player as you think you are. I am very excited for it to join the senior players, just get a feel for the environment, and travel and play for my country.
Welcome back to the game. Here in the second half, of course, SOUFRIERE is lead by a goal to them. Substitution there for MABOUYA Valley. Going out, number 15, Craig Matthew. Making way for the number 16, Tony Joseph. And out going the number 17.
Exciting second half if MABOUYA Valley want to avoid that back-to-back defeat, because what would be interesting in back-to-back defeat with the teams looking at the bottom of the table, with MABOUYA Valley sitting on second on the table with 21 points. And Jazani Henry, his goal is the difference in the encounter so far, and he'll want to add to his tally this evening. But of course, the defense of MABOUYA Valley would have other ideas. We have Ethan Okuli being brought on. Not sure who he is replacing, but Ethan Okuli, the number 10, who is a regular starter in this lineup, he's on for MABOUYA Valley at halftime. A substitution being made. They're second in the match. They've had a first one with Kian Mondesi being replaced by Amaziah Edwin, and Tej Pascal, who started out on the left flank, is back in the right fullback position, a position that's not new to him. He's played it before. Eli.
Yeah, what's interesting for me is the inclusion of Ethan Okuli. As you indicated, he's been a mainstay for this MABOUYA Valley team. It was curious that he was on the bench. Tej Pascal pushed up in a more advanced role, but it looks like that experiment is out the window, Clivus.
I believe it is Maya Stanislas, who I'm not seeing on the pitch. I believe he is who Ethan would have replaced. As we see the number 11 for Soufriere, Nixon David, trying to mount up an attack all on his own, but only succeeded putting it over the transversal, and a steal there. A dance, and here's the defender going the other way. Some bit of trickery, good footwork there, but of course, I think he tricked his own self as well.
Yeah, Shama Simon, it looks like.
Shama Simon. Looks like he caught a little bit of a touch. He's removed his boots and his socks. Not sure if he had shin guards on or shin pads on.
Most likely pads. That's why he would have felt the knock.
Early corner kick in the second half for Soufriere. Again, they're starting the second half just as they ended the first half. Ethan combining with Brandon. Brandon can't take this one down. And a bit of a confusion with the number 4. I think it's Nick Henville and the centre back, Govan Janvier. MABOUYA Valley really would like to get it right in the back. They've had a lot of miscommunications, put themselves under unnecessary pressure. They've had to make a change in the back, bring back Tej Pascal. They really want to compose and to work it out from the back. At the moment, they're in possession with Junior de Turville. Long searching ball, finds the head of Soufriere player. Foul called on Kanyas. Finds Ethan, his cousin. Heavy touch from Throw into SOUFRIERE with a goal lead. Still continue to search for a second.
Any thoughts on how you think this one will play out, Clivers?
Believe there are more goals in it for sure. It looks like there are more goals, whether it go to SOUFRIERE or it goes to MABOUYA Valley, but it definitely looks like it's still a very open game. Ethan Okule being pushed off. I'm seeing that Claudio Joseph is on the pack as well. The number 16, Claudio Joseph. So it seems like a couple of changes are made at the half for the MABOUYA Valley team. Ethan Okule coming in and Claudio Joseph also in the action. The ball is with Junior De Turville, the centre back. A long searching ball finds Sandiford. Sandiford can't make a clean pass, but the MABOUYA Valley still in possession. Dancing around, it looks like it's staged. With a bit of footwork, finds Joseph. Joseph threads this one through to Henville, and Henville is coming across into the gloves of Cleonte. I'll say easy pickings. It's like giving milk to a cat.
I wouldn't know. I don't feed cats milk.
You do not feed cats, sir.
Oh my goodness. Never a dull moment.
Some reason I was of the belief that Mr. Williams was into animal husbandry. That's a term you would have picked up in agriculture science class, sir.
Very much so. Also very much familiar with the word cataclysmic. But we go back to the football as SOUFRIERE looks very resolute tonight. They look like they have a game plan they want to stick to. Shaman Simon trying to go through two there. They didn't do that with much conviction. He didn't have much support either. Okule, the ball across. We already see him involved in the attacking thrust from MABOUYA Valley.
This one just came off the defender. It went out over the touchline for a corner kick. Like it's Amaziah Edwin in swinger. And as far as Henville plays it back to Joseph. Claudio Joseph wiggling his way through. Can't. He seemed to have gotten clipped. Not sure what this one was, what referee Junior George would have seen there. Claudio Joseph just trying to wiggle his way through. I believe Eli, it's Kareem Matthew and Maya Stanislas who's made way for Ethan Okule and Claudio Joseph.
Dangerous range there. This is a MABOUYA team that feel very comfortable kicking from distance.
Yellow card issued as well, Eli.
Yep. Not sure if it was for the tackle or if it was for descent. Not ascent, descent.
Even low. Flexion. Corner kick resulting. Sandiford plays it quick to Okuli. Okuli plays it back to Sandiford. Sandiford in control. Okuli heads go up and offside flag is waved. The referee has asked that it be put down. He was not satisfied with the linesman call.
Yeah, looks like a corner overruling that call there.
Amaziah Edwin will be sending the in-swinger in. Up in the air and Scrappy not dealt with, still there, but Soufriere comes away with it. Eventually the ball pinball in the area for some time and Soufriere coming away with it. Ifan Okili is still trying to put an attack on the number 7 who is Shamar Simon. Shamar Simon does well. Joseph can't get past the number 8 who is Myron Emmanuel, who just was issued the card before. The ball goes into touch for another throw into MABOUYA Valley, and that's done very quickly to Sandy for the captain in the center of the field. He's looking for his cousin Kanyas, can't find him. Soufriere on the attack now with Jazani Henry. Ooh, Tej Pascal comes in like a thunderbolt.
Yeah, very sturdy tackle there. I know I kind of get the sensation that Soufriere tonight have the resolve, the fortitude to see this victory out. Still a long way to go. Just a little over half an hour plus stoppage time. But MABOUYA sort of look a little devoid of ideas. And that might cause them to be in a heap of trouble come the end of this fixture.
Yes, you just don't see the structure, the organization from the MABOUYA Valley team. They just a bit all over the place from defense into offense. There's no organization. They're really struggling to get it together. Any sort of rhythm going MABOUYA Valley. So you can't. There's no structure from the back all the way up to the front. Myron Emmanuel goes off. Take no prisoners. Andy Joseph comes on.
Is that his full name, Andy Joseph?
I'm not sure. Do you reckon something is missing there? Yes. Number 4, Andy Joseph.
Okay. I was thinking Anderson, but chance there, but I think the flag is up for offside.
It is indeed.
Simon, Soufriere.
Soufriere look a lot more organized this evening, a lot more organized, a lot more resilient, both in attack and defense as Soufriere. I think you mentioned, Eli, they appear to have the resolve tonight to hold off that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, they look that way. They look like they may want to add another 2 if the situation comes about. I don't think they're chasing a second right now. But if they get themselves in an opportunity to have a pop at it, I'm sure they will. Foul comes in there. Of course, if you're wondering, there'll be no semi-pro action tomorrow as we celebrate Journée Creole. I believe it's actually International Creole Day is actually the 28th of October. Is it?
Is it? I'm looking. The teachers are in the room. International Journée Creole.
But the scheduled fixtures for tomorrow, they'll be played on Tuesday night, of course, right here at the SOUFRIERE Mini Stadium. Canries take on South Castries to be followed by Vieux South versus Gros Islet. That should be a cracking game. And then the action continues on Wednesday with Choiseul taking on Central Castries to be followed by home team SOUFRIERE taking on the defending champions La Clery. So the SOUFRIERE faithful have yet another opportunity to see their team right here in their backyard.
If they win it tonight, you know the SOUFRIERE, the home team fans will come out to support. And Ethan Okuli just can't seem to get the beating of the defender here. This ball goes into touch, a throw into SOUFRIERE. Ethan Okuli probably is not. He's a regular starter tonight. He came off the bench and he just hasn't picked up the pace of the game, and he's looked a shadow of himself this evening.
Well, he's still very young. Could have easily been on the national under-20 squad, opted to remain with the MABOUYA Valley outfit. So that's what you get with youth. You get inconsistency. He might be fabulous for a game, 2 games, 3 games, and then the level might just drop off. That's all part of the learning curve. He'll get there eventually.
Definitely will. MABOUYA Valley would want him to get there this evening. Raise his game because they're goal down. 63 minutes gone. 64 actually. Safety first. Throw into MABOUYA Valley. Is this the attack that's going to yield results for MABOUYA Valley? Tej Pascal with the throw-in.
Pretty long throw-in too.
This one goes out for a corner kick. Samaziah Edwin.
Nice turn there. Okulu.
Shot on goal. Ill advised for Henville. Did not get enough on this one. Cleonte Alce just doing Tej Pascal seemed to have just a great footballing brain, just a great footballing brain for a young man. You see him putting that header, the defender received the ball and his centre back received the ball on the line. He pelted inside. The attacker just followed him, created the space. The next man just came down the line and received a free ball in open space. Excellent football brain for a young man.
Yeah, good observation there. Semi-pro football has given quite a few young people a platform so they can express their footballing skills.
Oh, football, SOUFRIERE. Can't seem to find that. Oh, lovely. Enville in possession. He has support in Sandiford. And he brings the ball to the attacker and then tries to make the pass through him.
SOUFRIERE probing, but no end product just yet. In as much as I feel that SOUFRIERE have what it takes to grind out this result, you would think if they go up by 2-0, that would be the end for MABOUYA Valley, at least in this fixture.
I agree. And MABOUYA Valley has shown that they've found it difficult against the teams at the bottom. And they were defeated last weekend by South Castries. Good free kick in the end to take it away from them. And tonight they've been very, very scrappy, MABOUYA Valley. They've not played like the team that started this season on the high and really sitting pretty. They've really been scrappy tonight. Made some forced changes. The coach seemed to I'm not sure that they came in and they executed their game plan this evening.
Yeah, Lucia came on for second there, but everybody looks good and ready to reconvene. And yes, Sandiford. Stumble there.
Henville. Bit of a mix-up again. Communication issues on the flank. Sandiford, Henville. We've seen the swap with Kanyas coming out on the flank. Ethan occupying the center of the field. Good pass from Okuli. Support for Sandiford. Wrapped his foot around it. And this one looks, good block. Very good interception by the defender for SOUFRIERE. I'm not sure which defender it was, but very timely interception.
Yeah, MABOUYA for the time being look all over the place. Can't stitch a couple of passes together. Jardel Philip, marshaled well there by Tej Pascal. The battle of the fullbacks.
Tej Pascal is small in stature, but he looks a strong guy. Probably the shortest guy on the field against Jardel Philip, who's the tallest young man on the field.
Yeah, look like remember back in the days you had guys like Pinchers and Half Pint. The dance all scene, that's what I just saw there. Half Pint, Tej Pascal standing next to Jardel Philip. Soufriere still probing. Simon bundle over there. The free kick in a dangerous area for Soufriere.
Certainly a dangerous looking free kick. Again, MABOUYA Valley, as we would have indicated earlier, is very, very scrappy. Eli just can't seem to combine, not in defense, not in the midfield, certainly not in offense. But they have been able to turn it up quickly at times. They've gotten goals in stoppage time to equalize and go ahead. So we're hoping, they may be hoping, and the backroom staff may be hoping that tonight is one of those nights where they can put it together on the back end. But at the moment, Soufriere with a free kick in a dangerous position. And it's Jardel Philip who stands behind it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes directly to goal on this one. Yeah, looking to test Daisy Joseph in goal, but straight down the middle, easily gathered in. Just about, 17 more minutes plus stoppage time to go. Gather that MABOUYA will have what it takes to get back in this game.
Substitution for MABOUYA. Kevon Edward is removed, like for like substitution. Alk Maki comes on.
Decent football played there by Soufriere.
Very, very decent football. Able to work it through nice and just get around the defenders with relative ease. Maki getting his foot touch. Good one.
Oh, good ball.
Can he chip in? He can't. Kanya Sonifan got the opportunity, looking to just dink this one over, but Cleonte, I'll say, was equal to the task.
Yeah, I'd like to see that replay though. Not sure if
he might have handled it.
That's what I'm taking into consideration. I want to say I suspect that he did. It'd be good to see that replay. Meanwhile, Kestaja in for Nixon David for Soufriere. Lance Andrew also in for Thomas Simon. So a couple of attacking changes made there for Soufriere. Soufriere and Denrick Livers, two teams you'd expect to have been faring way better than they currently are. SOUFRIERE, bottom of the table, Dennery in 8th position, just hovering over the relegation zone. Makes you start thinking along the lines of development and continuity within those football leagues.
Agree. I believe, especially in January in particular, that they should be sitting higher, and that there's more quality in that team than the results are showing. Last night they got a good victory, so things seem to be looking up for them. SOUFRIERE, over the last outing here in SOUFRIERE, they were able to amass a few points that would have taken them to about 7 points. They were really struggling before that. Pascal robbed and attack again. Tej Pascal comes away with it. Never gives up. Tej Pascal comes through. Can he deliver a good pass? He does to Ifan Okure, who's fouled.
He's offside.
Oh, he's offside.
And Ifan Okule there, well, marshaled by Wendell Joseph. And SOUFRIERE on the charge again.
Side. He's a yard or two offside. Ethan Okule just caught napping a bit. As I said to you, Eli, not starting, coming off the bench has not probably been the best for him. He can't seem to catch the rhythm of the football or the game, and he really is not looking the Ifan Okili we know the ability he has.
Well, something he needs to acclimatize to. Sometimes you start, sometimes you come off the bench. Of course, games are going to be coming thick and fast in the Premier League. The Super League league phase is done. So teams are going to be playing games in quick succession at times. Kanye Sandiford. Throw in from MABOUYA Valley. Just a little over 10 minutes plus stoppage time to play. SOUFRIERE still look very strong, Clivus.
Yes, they do, and they have been able to answer to all that has been thrown at them by the MABOUYA Valley team, and they've held possession well. They've done well, SOUFRIERE, and you made the point that they look like they have the resilience, the wherewithal to hold on to that 1-0 lead. And remembering this was scored by Jazani, this goal was scored by Jazani Henry from the penalty spot.
I think Jardel Philip may have hurt himself there. Went in for the tackle, got up promptly, and realized that he was injured and went back down.
Putting his body on the line for his team this evening. He's had a good game, Jardel Philip. He's been involved in put a lot of pressure on Myers Stanislas early on, and of course Tej Pascal. He's run the flank. He's been involved in the offensive play as well as the defensive play. Jadel Phillips. He's dominated that flank this evening for the Soufriere team.
Yeah, that's what he normally does. Okule.
Okule showing his skill there, spinning and kicking in one motion. That's the skill set of the youngster.
Jordan unable to corral that one, and Brandon Sandiford passes forward to Okule. Return pass off the mark. We are trying to crank up the tempo. Clivers.
Yeah, good. Again, error at the back for MABOUYA Valley. Soufriere with an attack on their own.
So Lance Andrew there. Taking a pop at that one.
A little bit more organized from MABOUYA Valley. Putting a few passes together. Lias Henville, instead of providing the support to, just running through Lias Henville. Hasn't had the best of games today, Lias Henville, both in defense and offense.
Well, Lias Henville would not be able to have a good game because he's not there. It's Nick Henville.
It's Nick Henville. Yes, certainly. Lias Henville is the man Lopo. He's played his trade in Trinidad at the
That's
moment.
right.
That's right. Correct. They both are representative for MABOUYA Valley. Nick Henville is the one who's guilty. He's the number 4 for MABOUYA Valley. Soufriere clearing their lines.
Just got a feeling though that good ball.
Very good ball. And Daisy Joseph doing the right thing, coming off his line, but the danger has not been averted. Soufriere still in possession and getting past Nick Henville. Interception comes. This one comes off. This one actually.
You trying a bit of skill there, didn't come off.
Of a swap driven. I think Sibbons has pushed himself upfield into a more. He's probably going up all the way up.
He's an auxiliary striker at the moment.
Looking to make a difference for MABOUYA. He sees that the time is running out.
I'm hoping that does not backfire on them.
It's
because we've seen Soufriere with a couple of forays over the last couple of minutes just through MABOUYA Valley throwing numbers forward in an attempt to equalize this game. So they need to be careful.
Definitely they can. I mean, this, what may seem to be the medication, can be the poison, can be an overdose.
Well said.
Oculi.
Spread out wide.
Nick Henville, heavy touch. Heavy touch, Nick Henville. Again, every second that goes is adding pressure on MABOUYA Valley, looking at staring the second consecutive defeat in the face and to the bottom of the table. So they lost in the previous outing to the second to bottom, and now they engage in the bottom and staring at defeat in the face of MABOUYA Valley.
That didn't come out good, Clive.
Staring at defeat in the face?
No. He said, then, what did he say? Engage in the bottom? Anyway, and then
look at the second. Ow! That was indeed an ow moment. Opportunity falling to Soufriere again. Is the number 19. Manish Pierre-Louis.
And that's exactly what I was talking about just a moment ago. With Sabant out of the defense and MABOUYA throwing numbers forward in an attempt to equalize, they're leaving themselves exposed at the back.
I do agree with you. Completely concur with you. Time is running out. It speaks to their outing this evening. The strategies have not fallen as they would have liked. And they've not been organized, just moving the ball as they normally do. The midfield has not had their way. You had Brandon and Kanyas in the midfield and just could not make a difference. And the foul on Pascal, another dangerous looking foul.
And he gets booked for his troubles.
Yes, he does. A yellow card for his troubles. Tej Pascal, very strong, resolute in defense, but this time just going a bit too far. And Soufriere gets a free kick in a very ominous looking position. We're into the 90th minute of regulation time.
Yeah, Soufriere threatening to come away with all the points. Let's see what the fourth official is throwing up on the board. If you Soufriere, are you putting that ball into the box or are you just keeping it in the corner?
Putting it into the box. I'm throwing all my cards on there. Soufriere has been known to give away a few. Tonight, it's going my way. I'm not holding back anything. I'm all in.
So you play on as is. Not a bad strategy.
Did neither.
I don't think that's what you meant when you said you'd put it in the box.
Definitely not.
Low driven shot there.
He put it in the sandbox to the back of the goal. That's what he did. The long jump pit area.
Pressing very high here for Soufriere. May not necessarily be the best strategy.
3 minutes of
Good
time
tackle
and
by
an excellent
Wendell
tackle.
Joseph. And then gives the ball away. And Jadel Philip fluffs that one.
A bit of exuberance on his part, looking to put this one in the river, I guess, but just fluffing it.
Stayed on the bank. Not good enough by Pascal. And Henry Heading that one forward. Nice bit of skill there.
Beautiful.
And the captain.
My goodness. This is squandering opportunities. That's what you call this, Eli.
Yeah, definitely required one tap in to the goal. Couldn't even get it under his spell. And the chance was a begging that would have iced the game for SOUFRIERE.
Definitely so. That would have iced the game. But they come again. It's Tej Pascal who looks to defend. He's been put under pressure. And a foul committed. Much to the dismay of the striker. I'm sure. Is that the number 11? And MABOUYA Valley. We're into this almost to the end of the second minute. The Subans is surging forward. Does he have what it takes? No. Cleonte Alce is rock solid in the back. Takes this one in his grasp. And SOUFRIERE looking good for another victory at home, Eli.
Yeah, definitely. And a foul there. That should just take the sting out of it.
Yes. Just less than 40 seconds to go.
It looks like a little bit of gamesmanship. They're pushing the ball too far forward. So Junior George can ask him to go backwards a little bit. Of course, that takes up a few more seconds.
That's tactical. And SOUFRIERE has had the better of the exchanges this evening. There's Junior George. We're really close to the end of the added 3 minutes. I believe there may not be enough time for MABOUYA Valley to make any meaningful attack. And this might very well be. Looks close. This one is headed out. SOUFRIERE is resolute. And this is it. SOUFRIERE takes this one, Eli.
Yeah, penalty from the boots of the captain, Jasani Jordan Henry. And the home team, SOUFRIERE, they take all of the points. Of course, that helps in their battle against the relegation tremendously. They'll be looking to further capitalize on that, but they are up to 10 points tied with Dennery, but inferior goal difference has them still sitting in 9th position. My brother Clivers, this is where we say good night.